Hi, everybody. I want to take a minute and orient you to the research project. We're going to spend some time in the live drop-in study session on Thursday going over this, but just in case you wanted to get a jump on the project before then, I thought I would make this little video to show you around. So when you get to the course, course Blackboard page, if you click on content, you'll see that there's a folder called Research Project. And just at the cover of the folder, it has all of the kind of a quick glance at the dates coming up so you can start to plan that out. When you open the folder, there's a document here that explains the project and then goes through all of the activities and the due dates. So in this project, we are going to study the relationship between the diet and the microbiome. And I don't want to give too much of that away because it'll interfere with your first assignment. But we were supposed to study this using fruit flies. So we were going to take some fruit flies, adjust their diet, and then see the effect of that diet on their microbiome. But of course, we're not face to face, so we are not going to do this with fruit flies. Instead, we are going to mock up the whole project as if we were doing human subjects, which is kind of a cool angle. And actually, very relevant to a lot of work that's actually going on in the world right now. So please take a moment and just read over this overview and introduction when you get a chance, but let me just walk you through quickly with what's going to happen. So this week you'll do your pre-lab. And the first thing to do for this project is to pick one of the resources, and there's a link to a Google document here. Oh, my computer's not going to let me go to it. But if you click on that link to this Google document, it will show you a list of things you can read or watch or some podcast. So pick one of those resources and then you'll write a summary in the discussion post that I just want you to tell us 3 interesting facts you learned, and then you will need to comment on 2 other posts by the end of the week. And then I want you to read this paper here, which I will distribute to you all through the Blackboard uh, assignments tab. And then you need to complete the scientific article evaluation handout that goes along with it. So that's probably the bulk. This number 2 will be the bulk of the work, and you should plan about 30 minutes for that part of the exercise, 30 to 40 minutes. And then number 3, you'll need to look around your kitchen and find the food additive or spice that you want to use for your experiment. Okay, and so you'll add that to the class chart, which I'll add the link to that here, and then you'll be all set up to start your actual experimentation the following week. Now, we were supposed to do this project in tandem with our friends at Tulsa Community College who are also studying the microbiome. However, that's not going to work with the social distancing. So, but we will still include them in the data gathering part. So we're going to create a survey together so we can find which foods would be in their cabinet, and then we'll do a comparative study between the diets of people in Tulsa and the diets of people in New York City. So that's what our data will show by the end of the project. It should be pretty cool. All right, and then so the first lab starts next week right away, and it just includes some calculations, and then you will set up your test subjects, and we'll go from there. So you can see that the project is scaffolded. Each week there are a set of tasks that you need to do. Sometimes it may be some calculations or some theoretical work. Sometimes it may be a demonstration or setting up a hypothetical experiment. And then I've reserved the last week of class for you to write your research report. And then we'll talk a little bit more about that the closer we get. I have a document that will help you through that part of the assignment. So anyway, everything that you need for the research project is already in the Blackboard course shell, and I will just release the items 1 week at a time so nobody gets behind. I can make sure everybody stays together, and there'll be lots of touch points and check-ins and cross collaboration between you and me, and then between students. So It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Again, if you want more information on this project, please stop by the drop-in hours on Thursday or pop into one of the office hours. I'm happy to explain, um, to go through it in more detail with you um, whenever you're ready. Okay? Well, good luck with your research project, and we'll talk about it soon.